Nothing today.
Sir, have you got anything for me?
Sorry, Sandra. One for you, though, Denny.
Yeah? Hey, my mum's coming next visiting.
Bully for you.
Mr. Fenner been banged up yet, miss?
Trouble with you lot is you don't know when you're well off.
We liked Mr. Fenner, didn't we, Joe?
He was always very kind to us, Stu.
Yeah. Kind to her as well till she went and blew it. Lost our favourite screw because of you and your lies.
Who are you calling a liar? He never give you a slapping.
Slapping.
What do you call that then?
I've probably done it yourself.
Bollocks. Just do us all a favour and get yourself a transfer.
Yeah, give us some peace.
Don't need to now, because Fenner's getting sacked.
You all right, Nicky?
No.
Well, I thought you'd be celebrating now Jim Fenner's gone.
Yeah? Maybe I'll crack the champagne open later.
One for you.
What?
Dad, what are you doing here?
Come on, you two. Get yourself ready for school. Come on. Chop, chop. I thought I told you not to bother coming home.
Where am I meant to go? I haven't even got a job anymore.
Found out about you and Dockley, have they?
It's worse than that. The little cow says I assaulted her.
And did you?
I was set up. Dockley's been chucking herself at me for months.
And you just couldn't resist.
I tried. But she just kept on and on at me, day in, day out. Innuendo, propositions.
Oh, I understand. You couldn't help yourself, could you?
Most men wouldn't last a week inside Larkle.
Don't play the bloody victim.
Look, I know you're upset. And you've every right to be. What I did was stupid and wrong. But we can't just chuck away 12 years of marriage because of one stupid mistake. Please, Marilyn.
Come in. Morning, Karen. Sit down.
Thanks.
I'll come right to the point. Helen Stewart's resigned as governor of G-Wing.
My God, that's a turn-up.
This obviously leaves us with a problem. With Jim out of the running owing to his current predicament, we've got no one to run G-Wing.
I see.
So I want you to take over.
Me? Wing governor?
Interested?
Well, I'm flattered, obviously. It's a big promotion.
I wouldn't offer you the job if I didn't think you could do it.
Well, I hope I can do it. From the little I've seen, it's a bit of a hornet's nest.
Perhaps now that certain personalities have gone, things should quieten down a little on the wing.
You mean Jim?
Well, actually, I was referring to Helen Stewart.
Oh. Can I ask why Helen resigned?
You know, how should we put it? Man management problems, usual thing. She never really got the support she needed from those below her, but I know you won't have that problem.
I'll expect the support of those above me, too.
Of course, Karen. 100%. You know that.
Room service.
Just come back later.
No, you're all right. You should hang a little card on the door saying do not disturb.
Phil, please make up the room now.
Here, Julie.
Yeah?
What was your married name?
Dawson? Why?
You any relation to Eddie Dawson?
Eddie the Drill? Yeah, he's my ex's dad.
Here. Have a look at that.
Eddie the Drill Dawson, one of South London's most notorious gang leaders. He leaves behind one son and 3 daughters.
Does it say how he died? Slowly, I hope, in as much pain as possible.
Well, you two didn't get on there.
Don't get on the subject of Andy's old man.
You never forgive me for marrying his precious son. Treat me like dirt.
Why was he called Eddie the Drill?
Because he was a big DIY enthusiast. Why do you think?
Yeah, I wonder when the funeral is.
Well, you thinking of sending a wreath?
Yeah, great big one in the shape of the word bastard. We do. Yeah, next Wednesday. The funeral cortege will leave for Brockwell Park Cemetery at 2 p.m. You know what this means, don't you, Joe?
No.
Martin and Rhiannon. It's our kids. Andy's bound to bring them over for their granddad's funeral. They'll be in England, Joe.
Of course. They'll come over.
Hey, maybe they'll meet my mum. She's coming next visiting time and all.
Oh, fat chance.
Well, don't you want them visiting you in prison?
Yeah, of course she does. It's that bastard man of hers. He ain't going to let him come, is he?
Well, no decent father's going to stop his kids from seeing their mum.
Yeah, well, he's got a court order against me.
Horrible sod.
Yeah, you said it.
If only he'd let them write, or even send a picture. And my own kids. I don't even know what they look like anymore.
Hi, Dominic McAllister.
Di Barker.
I've seen you around, haven't I?
Yeah, I'm a transfer from H-Wing.
Oh, good, yeah. Well, we could do some experience around here. Sylvia, this is Di Barker, Jim's replacement, from H-Wing.
Welcome to the madhouse. The natives are restless out there.
I'm not surprised, after what Jim did.
There was a time when a prison officer was given the benefit of the doubt, especially from his colleagues. Changed days now, Di.
Yeah, well, I was never comfortable about him and Shell Dockley.
Why don't you go and put the boot in with Miss Stewart? God forbid the man gets a fair trial. Still, at least you didn't go snitching on him like some I could mention.
Snitching? It was a serious assault.
It's not only Jim who's going to suffer, you know. They're going to make all our lives a misery, including yours. Mark my words.
Morning, everybody.
Oh, morning, sir.
Morning.
I know there's been a considerable period of unrest on G-Wing, for whatever reason. And I'm sorry to have to tell you that Helen Stewart has decided to leave Lark Hall with immediate effect. I'm sure we all wish her every success in her future career. And I'm very pleased to tell you that Karen Betts is to take over as Wing Governor with immediate effect. I'm sure you're all going to make her feel very welcome. Now, I know Karen has a few words she'd like to say to you. Karen?
Thank you, Simon.
I'll just...
Sure.
A madhouse.
What if he was to go to the funeral?
Hey? I can't turn up uninvited. How'd you get the police?
Well, he wouldn't want to cause a scene at his own dad's funeral now, would he?
Come on, there's something there, Jew.
Of course I am. We'll get an application for a compassionate licence, we'll fill it in, and we'll give it to Mr McAllister.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight her. Oh, I'm glad you think it's funny. If I lose my job, you can kiss goodbye to all this.
You'll have to get another bloody job.
Get real, Marilyn. Ex-prison officers aren't exactly in great demand, especially when they've been booted out of service. Look, if you don't help me out of this mess, we're in deep shit.
Oh, we're in deep shit, are we?
I just want to make sure you know what's at stake.
Dad, there's a policeman at the door.
So come on, right, pretend you, yeah? I'm Mr McAllister, you're about to hand over the form, and I want you to look really sad, like you can't face the world anymore now Eddie's gone. Yeah, it makes us smile.
Oh, no, but whenever I think Eddie being dead makes me smile.
Well, they won't let you go to the funeral if you tell them that. Do you want to see Martin and Rhiannon?
Yeah, of course I do.
Can you make yourself cry?
How's that?
Hang about. Get smelling. Again. Anything?
No, nothing.
Close your eyes.
Why?
Just do as I tell you. Keep them closed. Open them.
Now, I know this has come as a bit of a surprise to some of you, but I'm not going to make any apologies. I've been appointed to the job. It's the job I want to do, and I'm going to do. I'm not someone who's soft on inmates, but I will not tolerate lazy, negative officers either. Oh, and one other thing. If you've got a problem, tell me to my face, OK?
You want to get on the wrong side of her?
Talk about out of the frying pan into the fire.
You should be pleased. One of us getting the top job.
And won't she just love lording it? You watch. She'll be out of that uniform into a suit faster than Clark Kent.
Come on, I'll show you the wing.
Excuse me, Mr McAllister, sir. Can you come see Julie? I'm ever so worried about her, sir.
Yeah.
How's your mum? That little bit of extra money coming handy for her, did it?
Yeah, she's never had that much money in her life. I had a letter from her today. She's coming next visiting.
Oh. Yeah, your pal Josh. He couldn't run an errand for us, could he?
As long as you stick together, it's easy to bring in, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course, no. It's a little heart pendant I got from Tiffany's. It's got a teeny-weeny diamond in the middle. I just miss it.
And you say it's her father-in-law who's died?
Yeah, but it was more like her real dad, the way she spoke about him.
Oh, the poor thing.
I've never heard her mention him before.
Dude's a very private person. Can I give you this, sir?
What is it?
It's an application for a compassionate licence so she can go to his funeral.
Is it now?
Oh, I'm sorry, love, but I'm afraid it's only close blood relatives that can go to funerals.
Excuse me, miss, whoever you are, but we're talking to him.
Hey, less of the cheek. This is Miss Barker.
Can't you both see how much she's suffering?
I'm sorry, sweetheart. If it was up to me, I suppose they've got to draw the line somewhere.
There's no way you could have hit out in the heat of the moment.
I took evasive action, which is what I'm trained to do. Look, it's all down in my report.
She says you're having an affair.
Well, it's crap. Why would I want to do that? I'm a happily married man.
Well, that's all for the time being.
What now?
Your word against hers.
I know who I'd believe, but I'm not the CPS. You reckon it'll go to court?
Britain's rights are very high on the agenda these days. Who knows?
Cheers.
Oh, very pally.
I'm facing assault charges. Do you know what it's like for an ex-screw in prison?
Come on, you two. Go and get your coats on quickly. If, and I mean if, I was to help you, I'd only be doing it for the children.
Bloody rubbish place. Just want to see me kids for half an hour.
Tell me about it. I wanted to go and have my belly button pierced. They wouldn't have it.
Shut your face, you heartless bitch.
Well, why should she get special treatment? She's no different from anyone else.
Well, you got plenty of special treatment off for Jim Fenner till you went and blew it. Got your bleeding nose off to spite your face there, didn't you?
I'll cut your bleeding nose off in a minute.
Yeah? Just try it.
Yeah. No one's scared of you no more, Dockley. Not now Loverboy's gone. You're just one of us now.
Right, what do I put?
Dear Miss Dockley.
Can't believe I'm doing this. Look, isn't she going to find this a bit fishy, me writing a letter to her?
I wanted to think that she's broken up our marriage.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
Put something like, I hope you're satisfied now.
Look, why don't you write it? I mean, let's face it, you're the one that knows her so intimately.
Look, she's going to believe it if it comes from you. And if she believes it, maybe she'll do something about it.
Well, she's not going to drop the charges. Not after what you did to her.
Look, Marilyn, do you want me to go to prison? Yeah, start again. I'm writing this because I want you to know the full extent of the pain and misery that you've caused.
What's up?
Wait, got another job for you if you're interested.
Depends what it is, I suppose.
She wants you to bring in a piece of jewellery, a necklace. Same deal as last time.
Why are you doing all this? Are you getting a cut us out?
Looking after Mum, innit? We're gonna get a place together when I get out.
Sweet.
Yo, Crystal, give some of them tea bags.
Why? So you can sell them on to buy drugs with?
No, so I can make a cup of tea, bitch.
Well, if you want tea, you can go to the servery.
Who's she?
Oh, forget it, man. She's in love with Jesus.
Right.
Can we hurry this up, please? This floor's like a skating rink. Johnson, I'll be back in 5 minutes. If this isn't finished, you're on report.
Serves you bloody right.
What did you say, madam?
She didn't say nothing, miss.
I said it serves you bloody right.
You dried up old bag! I think we're going to have to make an example of you, girl.
Oh, no, miss, she's ain't in her right mind, miss.
Saunders! Mop this up now! As for you, this way. Get in that cell! vacation.
What's going on here then?
Julie J just lost it. Had a right go at Hollenby. I got a little something in the post this morning. Guess who from?
I don't know.
Have a freaking guess.
I can't.
I'll give you a clue. Dear Miss Dockley, I'm writing because I want you to know the true extent of the pain and misery you have caused me.
Millions of people could have wrote that, Sean.
I just keep reading it over and over, trying to picture her writing it.
Picture who?
Fenner's wife, shit for brains.
No way!
And listen, it gets better. You'll be glad to know that Jim has now left me. He says he feels nothing for me anymore. And he says the only woman he cares about is you. Hear that? He's in love with me.
Yeah, right.
His bloody wife says so. He's left her. It says so in the letter.
Pity you're never going to see him again then, innit?
Well, obviously I'm disappointed. Apart from anything else, I was hoping to spare Marilyn the ordeal of a trial. Well, like I say, I've got nothing to hide. And thanks for calling in person. OK, Simon, I will. Thanks. Bye. Simon says hello.
Going ahead with the prosecution.
Believe Dockley and not me.
Because she's telling the truth.
Why isn't the little bitch playing ball? She must have got that letter by now.
Oh, dear. Maybe she's not as in love with you as you think she is.
You'll just have to write another, won't you? This time lay on really thick.
And what good is that going to do?
There's no way I'm going under for that little bitch. Hello. What are you doing?
I haven't come at a bad time, have I?
No. Come in.
I always knew me and Jim was special.
Is that why he beat the shit out of you?
Yeah, well, I was asking for it, I suppose. Finding his wife like that.
Look, I've told you. Find yourself a new screw, Shell. Jim Fenner's well out of the picture.
Joe, ask him to let you out.
Can't be bothered, Joe.
Miss you, Joe. Joe?
I ain't never seen her like this, Yvonne. I give her this dream, see, that we'd get out and we'd search the whole of America and we'd find her kiddies. Now they're only a bleeding bus ride away because of their stupid rules. She ain't allowed to see them.
It's a crime. I tell you, if someone stopped me seeing my kids...
If she don't see them when they're over here, then they are gone for good. She's going to give up.
Well, I think it's an absolute disgrace the way you've been treated. If it was up to me, we'd all be out on strike.
Oh, a few years ago, maybe, but nowadays everyone's out for number one.
Karen Betts certainly didn't let the grass grow under her feet.
Why? What's she done now?
You haven't heard?
Heard what?
Helen Stewart's resigned. And guess who's got her job?
Hello, Charlie? Hiya. How are ya? No, listen. Are you going to Eddie Dawson's funeral? No? Well, I think you should. Now, there's a really big favour I want you to do for me.
The sly bitch.
I just wish there was something I could do.
Well, actually, there is something.
What?
Well, I hate to ask.
Jim, I said if there's anything I can do.
If I could just talk to the girl for 5 minutes, I know she'd drop all this nonsense, but I can't. So the next best thing is to write her a letter.
Now, does that involve me?
Well, you could take it in for me.
Hey?
Oh, if I post it, I risk it ending up in the wrong hands. I could be done for nobbling a witness.
Oh, I don't know, Jim. It's highly irregular. If anyone ever found out...
Oh, come on, Sylvia. It's only a letter. You could be saving my career.
I feel like we're stooping to their level.
Can you imagine what Bets would do if she saw me walk back on that wing?
Julie still banged up?
Yeah.
How's she coping?
She cried all through the night last night.
Listen, you tell her that I fixed it for her kids to visit her next week.
What? You ain't? How'd you manage that?
My Charlie's going to sort it.
Oh, Yvonne, you're a doll. Oh, hey, Nick, you hear this? Yvonne's fixed it to have Julie's kids brung in.
Wait, don't go broadcasting it. My Lauren's taking a risk here.
What's it got to do with your Lauren?
She's fetching them in.
How's she going to do that, then? Stick a couple of sacks over their heads and sling them in the boot of a car?
No.
No, but Yvonne, how is she going to bring them in?
Julie has to send Lauren a visiting order. Then when they go to the funeral, she goes over to Martin and Rhiannon and asks them if they want to visit their mum.
And what if they don't want to?
Well, if they don't want to visit their mum, I can't wave a magic wand, can I?
Yeah, but no trouble, I don't want you getting upset.
Listen, I'm trying to do your pal a favour here. You want to forget it, you just say the word. Hello, love.
Move it, Dockley.
What's this?
It's a visitor's order, and you want to fill it out to Miss Lauren Atkins.
Who?
Yvonne's daughter.
Oh, no, Ju. I can't be bothered doing nobody no favours right now.
Ju, she's bringing Martin and Rhiannon in with her.
Well, how can she do that?
Don't ask no questions, she just is, all right? Get writing.
I went to visit Jim last night.
How is he?
How'd you think? The man's shattered. It's a tragedy.
Well, you never know, he might get off.
Do you read the papers, Dominic? There's no such thing as a fair trial for a prison officer in this country.
Your paranoid self.
I've got good reason. Especially now she's in charge. Out to make her mark, isn't she? No matter who has to suffer in the process.
Why don't you stop bitching? That's all you bloody do.
Well, excuse me. Some of us care about the service. And if you're the future of it, Dominic, heaven help us.
I'll tell you what damages the prison service. Bent officers. People who step over the line. You grease my palm, I'll grease yours. Assaulting prisoners when no one's looking.
That's right, Dominic. You slag us all off if it makes you feel happy. I think it's time you lived in the real world, young man. All I'm saying is...
Yeah?
Oh, forget it. Don't know why I bother.
Anyone fancy a cuppa?
Don't you let him get you now, Ju.
Good as gold, Ju. Promise.
What are they doing to Jolie?
It's her adjudication, isn't it?
Bastards. She should have poured that water right over our body bag's head.
She was going for a minute, she went mental.
She ain't right in the head.
She ain't seen her kids for over a year. That sort of thing will bother you, because you're weird.
I don't see my kids because I don't want them seeing me here in this shit, all right? I get plenty of photos and letters off them. They know who I am. At least I haven't got a court order stopping me from seeing them.
I'll swing for you one of these days, I swear.
Just try it. It's her fault.
You're out of order, Shell. Yeah, Shell. You got a letter?
Huh? Oh. It's from Jim.
Bleed now.
Dear Shell, I know I'm taking a big risk doing this, but I had to write and say how much I'm missing you. I love you, Shell, and I can't bear being apart from you.
He wants you to get him his job back. It's obvious.
He wants me back, that's what's bleeding obvious.
So he can slap you about again.
I am so sorry I hurt you. I don't know what came over me. I just wish there was some way I could make it up to you.
Well, there ain't, is there?
Look, Jim wouldn't have written all this if he didn't mean it. He misses me. And I miss him. We belong together.
Well?
Well, they take me private spends off me for 2 weeks and a week's remission.
Oh, it was worth it, though, wasn't it? See all of his face.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ever so grateful to you for what you're doing.
I'm a mum myself, Julie.
It will be all right, though, won't it?
Of course it will, I've told you. Don't ask no questions, the less you know the better, all right? Now, what are you going to wear?
Oh, there's this thing I'm making. What do you think?
Can I be honest with you, Ju?
So, everything you told us, everything you told the police, it was all lies?
I made it all up, sir. I wanted to hurt him.
Why?
I made a pass at him. More than once, as a matter of fact. He didn't want to know. I hated him.
I'm sorry, this is ridiculous.
It's true.
Carry on, Michelle.
Anyway, he came to see me to tell me it had to stop. I was so angry, I just lost it. I lashed out at him, really went for him, and he threw me off. That's how I got the bruises. I'm really sorry, sir.
Why the sudden guilt trip, Shell?
It ain't sudden. I've been worrying about it for ages.
So what made you decide to come in here and tell the truth?
Well, I wouldn't have lied in the first place if you hadn't...
If I hadn't what?
Well, it was you who put the idea into my head. Asking me if it was an officer who'd done it. Telling me I had to report it.
I didn't tell you to lie.
All right. I've heard enough. Take Miss Stockley back to her cell, would you please, Dominic?
Well, it's obvious what happened.
Is it?
Jim Fenner's got to her and persuaded her to change her story.
And how has he managed that exactly?
You're telling me you believe that crap? Anyone can see she was lying.
She wouldn't be the first prisoner to launch a vendetta against an officer.
Oh, come on, Simon.
Don't take this the wrong way, but if there was an element of you coercing her...
What?
Not intentionally, of course.
This whole thing stinks. You know that as well as I do.
What you or I think is neither here nor there. What matters, as far as the police are concerned, is hard evidence.
Well, there's plenty of evidence. You're not thinking of dropping the matter just because she's changed her mind. There has to be at least a full internal inquiry. I insist.
Costly and pointless. If, for whatever reason, Michelle Dockley withdraws her allegations, Jim Fenner has no case to answer.
Hi, Polly. Afternoon, Frank.
Hi, you're back then?
Oh, yes.
Oh, God, my heart's going 10 to the dozen.
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
I don't know what to say to him. I'll climb up as soon as I see him.
No, you won't. Now, calm down, Joe. Hey, just got this. What do you think?
Ooh, very nice. Bet your mum would like that as well.
Good luck, then. Be thinking of you.
Oh, yeah.
You not got no visitors today, then?
What's it to you whether I have or I haven't?
Boy, I'm nosy that way. What's that, Bible?
Well spotted, Mum.
Well, it's funny, you get a lot of religious folk in prison, innit?
Not if that chapel's anything to go by, you don't.
I'm Josh, by the way.
Well, bye, Josh.
Can I remind you all to stay in your seats, please?
You're late.
Sorry, I got held up.
Yeah, we're all here now. There you go, it's in the envelope.
Thank you.
We all set then? Come on. You do want to see your mum, don't you?
Your mum not here yet?
She probably missed her bus.
Martin, Rhiannon, over here, darlings. Oh, I'm so thrilled to see you. I thought you weren't coming. Well, sit yourself down then. You look gorgeous. Both of you. Can't tell you how much I missed you. Did you miss me? What you been up to then, eh? Come on, I want to know everything. What's America like?
It's all right.
Do you like it, Martin?
Don't mind.
Look, I know you must feel awful having to come here when you haven't seen me all this time. But we ain't got long. We've got to make the most of it.
they keep you locked in a cell all day, with bars on the doors.
Shut up, Martin.
They call it a room, Martin. And they usually only lock it at night.
Has it got rats?
Martin?
I'm only asking.
No, darling. Ain't got rats. It's quite nice inside, actually. Your Auntie Julie and me made it lovely. Oh, your Auntie Julie sends her love and says she's sorry she can't see you. So it's not as bad as it seems in here. Honest.
Sod off. I am not sitting with those sad gits. She'll be here in a minute, all right?
Nobody's going to show up now. Come on, let's be having you.
I said sod off.
Come on, Denny. Walk back to the wing with me, eh? Come on.
To be honest, sir, I can't think what possessed Dockley to make those stories up in the first place.
I'm just glad the whole sorry mess is finally over and done with.
Unless she changes her mind again.
I don't think that's likely, do you?
Who knows what goes on in that head of hers?
If there's nothing else, sir, I'm quite keen to get back on the job.
Surely you won't want to put yourself in a position where you can be wrongly accused again.
Dockley made a fool of herself. I'm sure she'll be keeping a very low profile from now on.
Wouldn't it be better if Jim was moved to another wing?
What kind of signal does that send out to the women?
A signal that we take incidents like this very seriously.
They'll think we've got something to hide. I was cleared of all the charges.
That's not the point.
I'm sorry, Mum, but I think it is the point.
All the situation needs is a bit of goodwill from all sides.
You're absolutely right, sir. I'm sorry.
Now, if you don't mind.
I think I'm probably the last to congratulate you on your promotion, Mum.
She wouldn't just not turn up. There's got to be a reason.
Well, is there no way you can get in touch with her?
I sent her money and everything. She must be sick or something. She wouldn't let me down otherwise. I know she wouldn't.
Have you made loads of friends over there? Bet you have.
Are you a prostitute? Just... Dad says you're a prostitute and that you're not fit to look after us. Like why they put you away.
It's just your dad trying to turn you against me.
I told you it was all lies, didn't I? It is. Isn't it, Mum?
I don't know how to say this. Look, if your dad had looked after us properly in the first place...
Why?
I don't want to get into all this. I'm just telling you, it's not black and white. I broke the law and I got caught. But that don't mean I'm a bad mother. But do you think I'm a bad mother?
Haven't seen you for ages.
No, but before I got put in here, was I? I mean, say if I was.
You were a good mum.
I'm not trying to make excuses.
Who are those two children sitting with Julie Johnson?
Dunno.
They're not her children, surely. I know for a fact she's barred from seeing them by a court order.
I'm so sorry. But I'll make it up to you. I promise I will.
Excuse me. Do you mind telling me who these children are?
This is a private conversation.
Are they yours?
Yes, we are.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Leave him alone, you fat cow.
Please let them stay to the end, Mrs. Hollenby.
Leave it, will you? What harm's it doing?
They've no right to be here in the first place. It's in breach of a court order. Come on, up.
Visit's nearly up. They'll be gone in a few minutes.
Can I have some assistance over here, please? And you stay put.
Wait, I want to say goodbye to the public.
Hurry along. Move it.
I want to say goodbye to the public. Don't take them away from me. Say goodbye.
Hello, Nicky.
How the hell did you wangle your way back in?
Did you miss me?
Oh, I get it. There's been a cover-up. I might have known.
Shut it, Wade. You're not teacher's pet anymore. Now your little Miss Stewart's gone. So, you better keep that nice and clean.
Enjoy that, did you? Separating a mother from her kids.
Why is she separated from them? Ask yourself that.
Pleased to see me.
Well, you can get off your soapbox now, can't you?
Don't start, Sylvia.
It's no wonder you look embarrassed. You had Jim Fenner home, drawn and quartered. And there he is, totally vindicated.
Ignoring me, are you?
Of course not. I just don't want people getting the wrong idea, that's all.
I hope you're grateful I've done what you asked. You sounded pretty desperate in your letter.
It never got to court, though. No one really believed a word you said.
Yeah, they did.
Nah, just going through the motions, that's all.
You do love me, don't you, Jim?
For God's sake. Why didn't you announce it over the bloody tannery?
I mean, you meant what you said in your letter, didn't you?
Of course I did. It's just that we've got to be even more careful than ever now. They're going to be watching us like hawks. So on up it. I'll try and come and see you later when it's quiet, all right?
He's an evil bastard.
Yeah. What with him and what with Hollenby.
Oh, she did it out of spite, no other reason.
Fat slag.
Did you see the smile on her face? She loved every minute of it.
Evil she is. Bleeding evil.
Yeah, now that Fenner's back, they're untouchable, a lot of them.
Well, I don't know about that. There are ways and means to get back at them.
They've taken them away from me. They've taken my babies away from me. I didn't even get their address in America.
Oh, I've missed you. Come here.
I'm sorry, Shah. I can't do this.
What do you mean?
It's not because I don't want to.
So what's stopping you then?
I can't lay myself open to any more threats, Shah.
Oh, you won't be.
That letter I sent you, telling you about my feelings. Well, you could use that letter to blackmail me if you wanted to.
Why would I do that?
If you're angry with me, you've already done it once.
Look, things are going to be different now.
I'm sorry, Shell.
Here. Have the sodding letter. Go on. Burn it if you want.
Any more incriminating evidence in you?
Like what?
A letter from Marilyn?
How do you know she wrote to me?
Because I told her what to write.
I don't understand.
Oh, I think you do. Do you really think I'd leave my wife for a little slut like you?
You bastard. I'm going straight to the governor.
Oh, yeah? What are you going to tell him? You've changed your mind? Again? I don't think he's going to believe you, Samuel. I don't think anyone's going to believe a single word you ever say again. So you better be on your best behaviour, sweetheart.
Can we have a word in my office?
Sure. Don't you want to check Douglas still alive first?
Everything all right?
Yes, ma'am.
I told you not to go into Dockley's room on your own.
I just had a chat, that's all. Clear the air. Let her know there's no hard feelings.
You think you can get away with anything, don't you? I know you hit Dockley. And somehow, I don't know how, you got to her.
I hope you're prepared to put your theory to the test. Or else my union...
If I were you, I'd consider applying for a transfer.
Would you now?
I don't want you on my wing. I don't trust you.
That's a shame. Because I'm staying put.
In that case, you better hang on tight. You're in for a rough ride.
Shell? What's happened?
He conned me, didn't he? The evil bastard conned me.
polish on it. Make it thicker.
Dominic,
Yeah.
you're a personal officer to how many prisoners?
Well, it used to be 4, but Di Barker's taken 2 off my hands now, so...
So you're having an easy time of it?
I wouldn't say that. Why'd you ask?
I'm thinking of making a few changes. Michelle Dockley?
She's coming.
Taking your time, aren't you? Right, so for some perfectly all right.
What is it, Miss?
No, I'm perfectly all right. That's enough of that. All right.
Jesus.
Sylvia,